That was awesome. How many farmers in the room? Grew up farmers? All right, just a few. Well, I grew up farming in Louisiana. Cotton, soybeans, wheat. And, you know, it was hard work. So hard that I chose at 15 years old that I didn't want to do it anymore. But I realized there was much more to agriculture than just being in the farm. There's other ways that you can support it. There's a video we're going to show you. Because when I was growing up, in rural America, we didn't have access to internet, you know, cable and all that other good stuff. And we still don't have it where we live now. But there is a company called Logix, started by a young lady by the name of Linda Mollers, who came out of the futures environment, ag futures. And she'd gotten kind of tired of what she was doing, and so she decided to start a CSA out of her own home. From her CSA, she said, you know, well, she was also a tech developer. And so from using her CSA experience and her technical experience in IT, she developed a platform that allows her to help farmers move product to fill demand. And so out of her CSA experience, she went into a farmer meeting out in rural America, and she said, you know, I'm going to sit in this meeting. I'm going to see if these farmers like my idea. And so she talked to these farmers about her platform, and they bought into it. And one of the farmers in the meeting stood up and said, you know what, I've got some excess storage capacity where we can use my barn to aggregate the product if you can get somebody to come pick it up. And as a result of that experience, she's grown from a one-person operation to a 15-person operation, I think, in 5 years. She's moving now about 40 million pounds of local product to meet institutional demand, retail demand. And these are the types of stories that I'm hearing from, went to Chicago and heard from one of the suppliers that she's working with, is that because now our product is showing up in Chicago O'Hare Airport, my kids see the product and they recognize our name, and now that our kids want to stay on the farm. Those are the type of stories that we're hearing as a result of people deciding to help move local food and give farmers an identity with the product that they're producing. So without any further ado, I'd like you guys to watch this video about Logix. Thank you.
Logix is a farm-to-commercial kitchen technology platform that connects farmers with institutional kitchens nationwide. It started at my kitchen table, packing boxes of produce from local farms and selling it to friends and neighbors. At that time, the USDA heard about us and sent somebody from Washington to check out our work, and we got on the radar. We became Chicago Public Schools' local solution and now service the largest district in the United States, as well as 120 districts throughout the Midwest. We now operate on the East Coast all the way from Maine down through Virginia. It really is very much a boots on the ground, door to door, really getting to know these folks, even if it's getting to know them at their local farmers markets or visiting their farms. And so it really started out very grassroots. Now we rely on many USDA tools to identify farms, and then we combine that with our boots on the ground to build our network. The farms that we work with, there are many where the children are coming back and taking over the farm. I can think of at least 10 young farmers that are taking over the farms from their parents. Part of what we provide are educational tools for school districts to use to educate the children on nutrition and teach them where their food came from. We also provide school districts with very detailed reporting by farm, by product, and miles traveled so that we can help promote their efforts. So we developed a website, farmtoschool.net, and we've used the grant funds to actually provide that website and all those tools nationally, and because of the funding, those services and tools are free to the districts. To really make a difference for a farmer, you really have to bring them some significant volume. This movement is not going to grow 3 sprigs of basil at a time. Year 1, it was really an experiment for us. How can we connect? How can we bring in? Year 2, which is really exciting for us, we're getting into growing commitments. We are so grateful to the USDA's support for getting us to where we are today. Everything from where can we find farmers, where can we find resources. We're expanding our technology today too, and there are grant resources available that we did not even know about until recently. We really see the USDA as a resource for us to scale our business. We got to where we are on our own the first step, but really the USDA is going to take us to the next level.